What was meant for kids but adult consumers hijacked it and ruined it. Youth sports. When I was a kid 30 years ago, you'd have a practice or two a week plus a game on Saturday. Then if you loved sports, you'd get together with buddies in your ample free time and mess around playing super fun pickup games. Now, many kids are having full weekend tournaments like every weekend, and tons of practices. They rarely have the free time to just play with their friends for the fun of it. Sure, they are better athletes than we were, but are they better off? Pokémon cards. Scalpers were so down horrendous they were raiding McDonald's during the pandemic. Harry Potter vibrating broomstick. Tricks. My Little Pony. Boobs. The word daddy. Beanie Baby collectors. Minions. Pretty much any kid's toy. The scalpers are working harder than ever to fuck it up. Video games? Check. Pokémon whatever is popular cards? Check. Lego sets? Check as fuck. Fuzzy egg Furby-like critters? Check check. If scalpers can leech money out of people with it, they'll do it. Facebook was meant for college kids. Ball pits at the arcade. Toy collecting. Just grown adults creating a giant industry that produces nothing but landfill bait. Getting autographs from athletes at games. Pokémon cards. Sports cards. Well, if you believe paying $1,000s for a comic book is being ruined in some way, I would say comics. The ruined part would depend on who you ask. My Little Pony bronies are cringe weirdos. Mexican child parties IYKYK open mouth smile. Bluey. Even though it's always been a fantastic show and still as I watch it with my nephew, but he's really just an excuse to watch it without being judged. It's that good. There's always depraved people who make things weird. Clowns. My daughter was able to enjoy them when she was little, but now they just make her think of killer clowns. I get that a lot of kids and adults were scared of them regardless, but these days scary clowns are almost the only kind I ever see, and I think that's kind of sad. Hot Wheels. Cabbage Patch Kids. Literally everything teenage girls do. Legos brick. They used to be for kids, but adult collectors have made the prices skyrocket to insane levels nowadays. Most TCGs. My Little Pony. I'd say Earring Magic Ken, but I don't think all the gay men buying it ruined it. They made it more awesome. Disney. Also just want to chime in and say this isn't really the fault of adults today. I'm a 34F and I'm not really an adult. Neither are most of my friends. There was no adult space for us to move into. The boomers are still working and living in their homes, so we're working okay jobs, renting with roommates or living with our parents and spending money on stuff experiences that's marketed towards a young adult lifestyle, because then at least we get some enjoyment. There's a concentrated marketing agenda towards infantilizing young adults so we don't have meltdowns over the fact that most of our lives are below that of our parents. Disney World. Squishmallows. Are adults not allowed to enjoy things? I get the stuff where adults took kids' shows like MLP and sexualized it. Many of the others I don't get though. Every card hobby. It's literally just about prices now. I like My Little Pony when I was 9 years old and older people at school used to bully me for it. And through them I found out about bronies, older men who like My Little Pony and this thing called clops. I stopped drawing ponies and watching the show. Comic books. I recall buying comics at a local 5 and dime that always had a huge comic section in their store. I was reading a 4-part Batman series, and when the 4th comic was supposed to come out, I could not for the life of me find it. Well, part 4 was the death of Robin. So I had the first 3 comics and the 4th issue was snapped up by every collector on Earth. I saw one selling on eBay for over $600. Pokemon. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. The Wiggles Australia. iKick. Boy Scouts. My Little Pony. Pokemon. My Little Pony. Trading card games like Pokemon. Pokemon cards. My Little Pony. My Little Pony definitely. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. Paper routes. I had a morning route when I was growing up. It taught me so much about being responsible. And now grown-ups have taken them over. They've taken what was 3 routes for 3 kids, put the M together and do them with their car. McDonald's. Remember when it was all colorful with dumb character mascots and playgrounds? Disney. The Harry Potter broomstick toy that vibrated. Mini brands. Lego. It's way too expensive now. My Little Pony. SpongeBob. Pokemon cards. What hasn't? My Little Pony. Baseball cards. Trading cards. I can't even get a pack of basketball cards for the kids. Next beards buy every single one in search of the unicorn. As a Pokemon card collector, Pokemon cards. Hell, a lot of trading card games have been hijacked by adult scalpers. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. Pokemon cards. Being a dumbass. Beanie Babies. It was a cheap, simple kid's toy, turned into a bloody, insane collectible by parents who lost their fucking minds. My Little Pony. I know it's not the majority of bronies, but the ones that are bad are really freaking bad. My Little Pony. My Little Pony and neck-beardy adult men. My Little Pony. My Little Pony. Not exactly ruined, but still a lot of fucked up shit. Pokemon, there's so much porn of it. Pokemon cards. For a while, kids couldn't go to Walmart to get their Pokemon cards because 30-something-year-old grown-ass men would dive through the doors as soon as the new stock hit to shovel them into their carts for scalping. Legacy media properties: Star Wars, Transformers, etc. My Little Pony. Bronies. That's all. I'm gonna go for the obvious answer: My Little Pony. My Little Pony and Bluey. My Little Pony. Pokemon. People in animal suits like mascots or for kids' birthday parties.